Down in the den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Welcome to Down in the Den. It's your boy Marz, and thank you guys for tuning in to the #1 platform for the best artists all over the entertainment industry. And joining me today in the Den, I welcome a very unique artist. This producer, this rapper, his new project, Swag and Substance, is out right now. And I welcome this phenomenal young king to the Den. Al Unique. Brother, how are you doing today?
Peace, man. Thanks for having me, man. Just been having a busy day, coming off a busy time right now, and still going forward, getting ready for the week, man. How about yourself?
Same, man. Grinding, but that grind, it's beautiful, man. So I appreciate you carving out some time. I know you've had a busy day. I know you are tired, so I appreciate you taking out some of your relaxed time to chill with me in the den.
Word up. Thanks for having me, man. It's my pleasure, man.
Always. Well, it's my pleasure. I rarely solicit interviews. Usually people send me music, people send me, documents, or they send it to my producer or something and to book on the show. So those that get that personal touch, it means it's something that I find very, very special about that artist. Something one would say unique. And Al, you to me, your potential is limitless. Limitless. And so I'm glad that we were able to connect and make this thing happen. So #1, we ask the same question every episode. Everyone knows I'm a big superhero geek. And one thing that I've noticed, and I consider these artists superheroes, every superhero has an origin story, something that triggered them to make them become who they are, who they're becoming. So what's your origin story? How did you discover hip hop? How did you discover your passion for music?
Well, I had got bit by a spider in Queens. Basically, like from a little kid, when I was young, I'm originally from Elizabeth, New Jersey. So, when you young, you heard hip hop, like it was just everywhere. You know what I mean? In at that time. But I think when I was about like middle school, I actually started like dabbling in it. Like when you're a kid, you did a little break dancing, whatever. But in middle school, like I actually started like writing, because I think I saw some kid do a talent show, and I was like, I could do that, and I wrote my first little rap, but it wasn't serious. But I think it was when I heard Nas on Verbal Intercourse on Only Built for Cuban Links. When I heard that verse, then that made me want to go deeper into like that craft, because I used to always write little poetry when I was like 11, 12 years old, trying to get, trying to get the attention of like some girl I had a crush on, or like older dudes would like have me give those poems to them. They give it to their girl, something like that. So my ear was kind of tuned for poetry. So when I heard that verse, I was like, oh man, like that's when I really started paying attention to lyrics in hip hop, like for real, and that made me, dive into my craft,
So Nas and Wu in that early mid-90s, Gambino, that was your first taste. That's beautiful. I love, especially with hip hop, because it's so, it changes so quickly. You know what I mean? With hip hop, you can really tell someone's age or generation from what they were exposed to early on. For me, my brother was 10 years older than me. So I listened to what he listened to, which obviously was inappropriate, but what you're gonna do. So the first rap song I remember is "Life Is Too Short" by Too Short. That was my first exposure to hip hop. It wasn't any type of Sugar Hill Gang or some Bow Wow or Criss Cross
Mhm.
was big when I was a kid, but
Mhm.
Criss Cross wasn't my first exposure. It was Too Short, followed by Public Enemy, followed by
Mhm.
Ice Cube, followed by uh, Hammer or whatever, and that's kind of what was growing around in my head. So,
Yeah.
but the '90s to me, golden era. So, absolutely, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's
Big time.
let's talk about Swag and Substance. The project, I
Mhm.
really enjoyed that album from start to finish. The beat selection was dope. The lyrical content was dope. Your flow is
Mhm.
very unique. It reminds me of a legend. And so I want to let's just talk about the creation of that project. Let's go through it. Tell
Yeah.
me how that came about.
Yeah. So I mean, like the way it started, I had actually started recording some of those songs like 2, 3 years ago. Shea Butter was a song I wrote like back in like 2017, long before I heard the Ari Lennox song, which is an ill song on its own. So like I was already making these beats and everything, but like I just wanted to throw stuff out there at the time. And by the time I made like Give Thanks, which is maybe the third song that I had recorded from there, then that's when it hit me like I need to make a cohesive project, you know, and I got tons of beats and I stay writing. But Swag and Substance, I really wanted to bring forth kind of like a flavor of like this is the cloth that I'm cut from, as this is the cloth that I'm cut from as a black man, as an MC, as so on and so forth. But not only that, like, this is where I'm at today, you know? And so the whole thing about it was that I saw that a lot of us who, particularly those of us who were like 80s babies or born in the early 90s, we came up in an era that by the time we came of age, like a lot of that had got overlooked, and the game went just one way. Whereas we grew up in a time that was very diverse and had balance. And so by the time we were coming of age and everything just kind of seemed like one dimensional, So now everything is kind of coming full circle again. And Swag and Substance is about having that balance, Like, yeah, you could be swagged out and everything and have all kinds of flavor. That was always an element in hip hop,
Always.
but you always had to have some kind of substance along with it. You couldn't just like, it wasn't just meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? It was a full course meal. And that's what with Swag and Substance, what I wanted to convey was like that feeling of that you're eating a full meal. You know what I mean? In an EP in 7 joints. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to bring like my upbringings around like my black nationalist, black revolutionary type leanings, but also my love for women, my love for weed and having fun, shit talking that comes along with MCing, when you're doing your braggadocious rhymes or battle rhymes or whatever. Like all these things I wanted to just combine into that, and create this one project. And I even sampled the first joint off of there. I sampled from a Haitian singer, Coupe Clouet, because my family's Haitian. And so, though, it's kind of one of those, like, if you know, if you hear that
Right.
sample, So, yeah, it's just, Swag and Substance was just the elements of, me and my upbringing and, just sharing that with people, and representing that balance that's natural to hip hop, you know?
A Libra, so I'm all about balance. I am the scales,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I felt fully nourished by this album. Listening to it, it gave me everything I needed on my hip hop meter because sometimes it. I love music. It's my escape, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also my job. So sometimes I have to listen to things that I wouldn't normally listen to as a part of my job. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when I get something that actually I'm like, oh damn, I would actually go ahead and download this or however the music is distributed nowadays. I would rock with this. It's just it feels good. So like I said, when you said a full course meal, I was like nourishment. Definitely it was hip
Yeah.
hop nourishment.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So being that you definitely have that golden era vibe where as you mentioned, it was a buffet. Hip hop used to be a buffet. You could get your hardcore here, but you could turn around and you can get your conscious rap here, and then you can get your Diddy over here just talking about the richest things ever, and then Outkast wearing, you know, a blonde wig and football pads, but just spitting some futuristic.
Or even your Master P in the mud, you know what I mean?
A tank, and everything had its own place, and everything was equally valid. You know, the clubs in the late '90s, early 2000s was my Disneyland, because the music. They have the down south, and you have Master P and make it say, and and they're throwing bows.
I ain't never scared.
Never scared. But then DMX would come on. And then you're in a circle, and you're like, my crew, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Nelly would come on, and then the girls are going crazy, you know. And then, of course, you know, 99 and the 2000 come on, and it was just, and then Jay-Z would come on, and it was great.
Yeah. And now, it was easy to dance with women. It was easy to dance with women in the clubs at that time. Like, because it wasn't nothing like, yo.
I'm not even going to talk about that, because now in today's society, what happened in those clubs would probably be considered something criminal. But it was really easy. Like, you didn't say, "May I have this dance?" You just kind of walked behind someone and started dancing.
And if she ain't like you, she just walked away.
She'd walk away, and every guy in the club, the girl would do this. And if you turn around and stay, you're good to go.
You're good. You're good.
You're good to go. But if she do this and walk to the left, you ain't right. It was an easy communication. No language. No language was needed. It was a beautiful time. Oh man, you had me reminiscing. Jesus Christ. So who are some of your favorites besides obviously Nas and Ray? And who else are some of your favorites?
From back then, a contemporary.
Both.
All right, so I'll start with back then, man. Some of my favorites was Scarface. Cool G Rap was a huge influence on me. Lord Finesse, like I actually studied one of his albums when in high school, when I was like trying to perfect my style. Big L, Common, I used to love. Man, there was a lot of cats from that time. Ice Cube. But also now, there's people now that are inspiring me. You know, like everyone loves like the whole Griselda wave. You know, a lot of people out there, you know, are doing their thing. I'm really feeling this cat roam streets. There's, you know, Eddie Kane. Planet Asia is still out there rocking. You know, when I hear different people go in now. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear Black Thought, Blackout, Freestyle now versus listening to Black Thought, like I always loved Black Thought since middle school, right?
He's the most underrated MC of all time.
Yeah, but when you hear these cats that I grew up on and they're spitting stuff now that makes you want to write still, like Busta, Black Thought, you know, all these other guys
right now.
Yeah, that are still doing it. Nas's recent 2 projects that he dropped this year. Like, I love seeing that, you know, because I'm used to cats not sounding the same. But also what I love is hearing like these cats that are coming out now, they grew up on that, influenced by that. Like Shay Noir is one artist that I don't know if you hip to her. She is nasty. And I'm just hearing a lot of these MCs, both male and female right now, that are killing it. They're not getting no shine on the radio, but you hear them, like, you know, you come across them like through mix shows or whatever, and they just killing shit. And they're unapologetic about their craft. You know, that is even more inspirational to me than the stuff I grew up on. You know what I mean? The stuff I grew up on brought me here. The stuff that I'm hearing coming out now keeps me going. I even love it when I see 2 Chainz get on a boom bap beat and just start rocking that shit. You know, there's a freestyle of him going around right now with him over Passing Me By the Far Side.
Saw that today. I just saw that today.
Yeah, or the joint he did with De La. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hearing all these people out right now that are giving a fuck about the craft in today's day and age, is the most inspirational thing that I could think of. And I think that as far as the underground and independent scene is concerned, we're back to that like balance, you know, not on the radio, not on the mainstream, but in that underground scene. And that's what's making me like keeping my pen sharp and making me want to like make beats and find dusty ass loops and shit, and you know, and just find new ways of freaking things, both lyrically and sonically. You know what I mean? So yeah, salute to all them people out there doing it. Now I ain't gonna say too many names. You know, people be worried about like, you know, riding waves and shit or clout chasing. So I ain't doing all that. But
Let's give it
yeah,
roses, man.
yeah,
This new society, and that's what the Den Nation is all about. It's giving, as you mentioned, all of these incredible artists. Some of them I've heard of them, some of them haven't, and I'm taking notes because there's so many incredible artists. It seems
mhm,
like it isn't because if you only listen to the radio or a playlist,
yes,
the more I've become involved in this industry, you realize, oh, it's just a money game. Payola is still
word,
a big thing. The streams are fake, the numbers are fake,
yeah,
the views are fake. The
yeah,
there's a price for that. Everybody can pay for it, and that's why you have these artists that seem like they're selling these absorbent numbers, but they don't really have any money because
mhm,
somebody has to pay for those streams so you can look popular. So the one thing that we teach in our DenMate program, we talk about the theory of 100,000. There's
mhm,
you don't need to sell 20 million records to have a living and survive off this music. You need to have your paperwork together, you need to have ownership of your product, and you need to have 100,000 people that rock with you.
mhm,
And you can set your family up for the rest of your life. You don't need to sign these crazy 360 deals or deals that are just, giving you zero ownership, zero publishing. We teach that because I want to take starving out of artists. We have to remove the starving because art is the most important thing we have that separates us from animals. That's the only thing that separates us from Karambo or whatever his name was, Harambe, is
mhm,
art.
yeah,
That's it. We're not really that great at this human thing. We're killing the earth. We're doing everything terrible, but art is so beautiful, and it's the only thing
word,
that separates. So it's important that these artists, such as yourself, are compensated and can live. I'm tired of seeing even big artists tweeting, "Where's my money?" Artists that have sold
yeah,
millions of
yeah,
records. I'm tired of it. I'm like, you still
yeah,
signed that
yeah,
deal? You
yeah.
you still signed that deal. You didn't see Cadillac Records.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's like, like you know, I mean, like I don't blame people for getting screwed over when they change the. You know how like they'll find ways to learn a new trick to screw people over.
Right.
But when people are falling for the same trick, you know, but that's because
Yeah.
people be wanting this shit so bad when they start out that they just overlook everything. They just want to move full speed ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's why you have to have, people, the adults in the room that have the connections that can tell you, hey, everything isn't golden. Don't sign anything that says in proprietary
Hmm.
stay away from all the P words immediately.
Yeah,
Stay away.
exactly. Yeah,
So that
exactly.
I love what you said. That is we're kindred spirits in that respect. So mad props for
Mhm.
that.
Thank
Now,
you.
as a journalist, I have to put my journalist hat on. So let me turn it
Mhm.
around. Put my journalist hat on. There we go. So yeah, and no shame. I'm still rocking my Lakers, and that's why
Alright.
the DITD colors is yeah, we suck right
Hey,
now, but it's all good. It's
hey,
all
look,
good.
look, I'm still a Knicks fan. It's all good.
Hey, you almost got us last night, man. You
Yeah.
almost got us. Now, as a journalist, I got to have a scoop. The album was phenomenal, but as you mentioned,
Mhm.
you're always making music. You're always. I know you probably got a hard drive or two somewhere filled to the brim with just golden nuggets. Give us a
Mhm.
little tease. Give us a scoop. What's coming up for us? What can we expect in 2022?
So 2022, I got another at least one or two more projects that I plan on dropping. one of the joints on there. I'm calling for now. I mean, I'm always gonna change the names of the songs, but on this one, I'm gonna address some maybe some personal issues on this one. I'm probably gonna get deeper on the production side of things too, because I think I've gotten even better since I made Swag and Substance. Both, yeah, and you're gonna get some features on there. Swag and Substance ain't have no features, but you're gonna see some guest people, and I'm hoping that some of the people you'll see on there, people that I used to rock with from an earlier time. I didn't mention this earlier, but I was part of a group when I lived in Florida called Team Prolific, and so yeah, and so that one of the brothers from there is who designed the artwork for Swag and Substance. I'm trying to get some of them on this album, on this joint too. And y'all gonna see some merch. It's gonna be some merch that y'all gonna be seeing as well. So more shows, more merch, and everything. Because everything right now, just laying the foundation for what's to come. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of things, and I'll be sharing that with you. You'll be one of the first people to know.
Keep me in the loop. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. I love as soon as you get the merch up, let me know. We always, and then when one of our den mates gets some merch, I have I don't ever have to wear a regular shirt ever again. I've got so much artist merch, so I want to be one of the first to support and show that love, man. You're putting in
Nah,
that hard
yeah, for
work, and
real,
we
man.
appreciate that.
Yeah, for real, man. You won't be seeing me rocking Ralph Lauren next time. It'll be something else.
Hey, man, you see, that's all I
Yeah,
wear. My own
yeah.
stuff. I was like, hey, I'm not, and I haven't made Lakers hats yet, but if I could figure out a way, I would. But other than that, it's my own merch. So I tell people, pay yourself. You gotta wear a sweatshirt. You gotta wear a hoodie. Make it your own. Make it your own brand.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Absolutely, we're all brands. So,
Mhm.
I, do I call you Mr. Unique, Al Unique, Al? What do you prefer? What do you?
Al or Al Unique?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Al, man, thank you so much for carving out some time and just sharing. I love speaking with fellow music lovers, and I can tell from
Mhm.
that people can see with the records in the back. Obviously, you're a music lover, and
Yeah,
that's
man.
always a pleasure. I'm like, they pay me for this. That's crazy. Uh, but in order to get your stamp, as
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
we're a family, we're a community, gang,
Mhm.
gang. But you got to play a game. Now, it's not
For sure.
jigsaw or anything. We're going to chain you up or anything. It's nothing crazy like that. Every season we have a unique game. See what I
Mhm.
did there? But every season we have a unique game that's designed for that particular season. And this season, the game is called "If You Don't Know, Now You Know, Baby, Baby." This game,
Mhm.
shout out to Big. This game is designed to let your fans and let the den mates and the friends of the den really get to know in the inner workings. These questions are random. I have a
Mhm.
generator that I've created, so they're not going to have any order. They're not going to be systematic. Some questions will be serious. Some may be fun. They're all completely random, but they're all really designed to have you really give them that raw, in the den honesty that they come here and they subscribe to look at. So, are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the first question on our "If You Don't Know, Now You Know" generator. Question one. They'll put something there in post. Who do you admire most?
Who do I admire the most?
Doesn't have to be an artist. It doesn't have to
Man,
be. It could be a family member, a friend, a teacher, but some person
man.
that you just like. I admire the hell out of this person.
Yeah, man. Yo, I gotta say who I admire most. I'd have to say, man, you know what? I'm gonna go with, he's no longer here with us. I'm gonna go with my grandfather, man. Cause that cat, he raised me, not just me and my siblings, but all my cousins, along with my grandmother, and held us down. Didn't speak no lick of English, but held us down and everything, and gave us a life out here. You know what I'm saying? And taught me what it was to be a black man to be there for your family and be there for your woman and all them things. So yeah, I gotta say my grandfather, man.
Out to the grandfathers who hold us
Yeah.
down. They're always the
Mm-hmm.
backbones. A strong grandfather hold you
Mr.
down for
Prosper. Word
generations.
up. Yeah.
Love it, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's see, man, these are the good answers. This is good. That's why people love the show. Good, great answer. All right.
Yeah.
Besides music, what is a talent that you have that would surprise a lot of people?
What is one talent that I got that will surprise a lot of people?
We don't have any
Um,
ratings. We raw up here, so you can see whatever talent. I saw you snickering, so
man,
hey, whatever talent you want to.
just trying to think. Man, I mean, you know, shoot, like, man, I'm trying to think. Like, what are some things that people wouldn't expect from me? Um, I'm, 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 I'm not bad at like doing mechanics on my own car. Let me see. What are some other talents I got? I could hold a note a little bit. Trying to think, I'm pretty decent in the kitchen. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? I'm about to throw something down tonight. Um, yeah, pretty good writer beyond just music writing. You know what I'm saying?
some
And I'm
screenplays going on.
yeah,
You what else you writing? You got a book with the
and
what else you writing? A recipe
nothing
book? You
I'm
say you could cook.
focusing on. Man, just like me right now, rhymes got all my time. But if but I've in my past, I've written some stories. I've written, I've done, some narratives and stuff. And I'm I also do some community organizing too
I love
and
that.
whatnot. So yeah, so that's another thing that I tend to do. But yeah, but yeah, for the stuff that I could speak on and that wouldn't surprise people, I think those are the things. You know what I mean?
Renaissance man, a man of many talents. Dope. I can't fix a car. I can't even change a tire, but I can fold a fitted sheet. So I think that's
All
hell of
right,
a
there you go. You
that's
might
like
could beat me on that one.
yeah, I can fold the hell out of a fitted sheet. All right, okay, here we go. So question number 3.
Hmm.
You could change one thing about yourself. What would it be?
My pockets.
Hey, all of us.
That's the only thing. Nah, but really, I think that it would be like time management. You know what I'm saying? If there was one thing, because I think that a lot of times like I run myself down. I don't balance my work life and personal life too much. I'm either work, 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 So
Yeah.
I think that's something that I would want to change, is balance out my life more. You know?
Key, man. I tell people every day when they say, hey, would you change anything? I say, hey, absolutely. There's a couple of things. For me, my favorite nation in the world is procrastination. I work really good under pressure. That's terrible. I know one day I'm going to blow a
Yeah,
blood vessel, but I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. It's fine. It's fine.
yeah.
All right, perfect. So this one is a little bit more sentimental. What
All
does
right.
Al Unique find beautiful?
Black women, babies. um, yeah, man. What I find beautiful, man, black people in general. I find the land where my family's from to be beautiful. You know, I find I find New York City to be beautiful, even though it's ugly to most people. I think it's beautiful in a way. And I think I find creativity in general, even if it's not my cup of tea, to be beautiful. You can see the beauty in something even if you won't partake. You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Hey, man, you're getting great sound bites, and you're going to be able to use these. Uh, you're good, man. You're good. You're
Throw them
ready
on a
for
few
the shit, man.
skits.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a skit right there. All right. And now this one is a light and easy one. Who was your childhood celebrity crush?
Oh my God, yo, it's a couple of them. Chili from TLC, that's
Rats.
one, right? And then the Tatiana Ali.
I knew you were saying that when you said chili because they look like the same people. Absolutely. Fact.
Exactly, yeah. Dark skin with coolie hair.
Yeah.
Nia Long was a
Fact.
childhood crush of mine. Man, and man, I think that's it. And I think, and let me see. Yeah, I think for the ones that I could say was crushes like that, yeah, them. Mm-hmm.
That's a treacherous three right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's a good, that's a 1A, 1B, 1C right there. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
every man 32 to 43
Mm-hmm.
probably was. Yeah, we had an opportunity to meet Tatiana Lee in high school
Oh,
years
word.
ago, and I've I do a TV show. I'm not, obviously, I've done stand up comedy. I rap. I've been in plays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have stage fright, but that was the one time in my life where I was like, him and whatever you thought she looked like on TV, she's 10 times that in person, and like
Oh my
super,
God, really?
super nice, and smells like lavender. And
Oh,
that sounded creepy, but anyway, yeah,
where
she's
is she
dope.
now?
Yeah, I don't know where she's at now, but she
Yeah.
still looks great. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't crack unless you smoke it. That's what they say. So, so, brother, that's it, man. You
Yeah,
are
man.
official like a referee with a whistle. You get your inmate stamp in your passport. You are affiliated gang. You get
Yo,
all the
appreciate it.
privileges, access to merch. You get in the network. We put you in with our group chat with a bunch of incredibly talented artists and creators. We offer all of our services, and they're all free of charge because we just love the art and we love giving back to the artists. So you are official. You're stamped. You're good to go, gang. Let the world know what you have going on. Give them your social media details, and then shout outs you want to give. It's all,
Yeah, no doubt.
floor is yours.
Yo, check, like, like what we're talking about. The EP Swag and Substance is out. You can find it underneath Al Unique. All spelled two words, spelled regular. EP Swag and Substance. You could find it on any streaming platform. Also, you can follow me on social media, particularly Instagram. That's where I'm most active. So that's Al Unique, one word, underscore noise with the Z. So that's Al Unique underscore Noize. You can find me there. Yeah, man, get at me, man. I got this videos out right now on YouTube for Fulton Express and for Shea Butter. So definitely like check those out, support those. And yeah, man, go on Spotify and stream them joints, man. Listen to them joints, man. Give me feedback. Let me know what you're feeling and let me know what you want to hear more of. Word up.
It's a dope. It gets the inmate stamp of approval. It's super dope. You know I'm batting 1,000% with my recommendations. I don't recommend whack shit. I don't. So it's super.
Mm.
It's super dope. Please check it out. It's on all it. Get yourself your title. It pays the artist more. Get yourself a title account. Stream it. It's on title. I've been listening to it on title all day in preparation for the interview. So stream it up. Please support. Go get those YouTube, those videos on YouTube, who will be added to our DITD radio playlist at the end of this interview. So you can go in there. That gets his stream. So if you're on my page, you go into the DITD radio. All of our featured artists are super dope. They have their music video and it's linked right to their page. So when you're looking at me, you're looking at them. They're getting the credit. So make sure you stream it up, look it up. Super dope. Make sure you keep your eye out on the merch on the way. Our unique merch. Keep in contact for all of that in this page on Instagram. That'll be in the page here. So make sure you go and follow, subscribe, and you know that we ask when you follow and subscribe, flood his page with little red dots. Those little red dots represent the Marz. Let them know that you've seen them here, to let you know that you're making an impact being a den mate. So, guys, as always, as we end every damn episode the same ways, it's your boy Marz. My man, let's see if I can get it right. This is what happens. I got it right. Yes. My bad. The Zoom, I get discombobulated. Which side? My man, Al Unique. Thank you so much for joining me here in the den. We appreciate you. And as we end every episode the same damn way, peace, love, unity, respect. Deuces.
Peace.
It's down in the den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth is about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC 17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.